everyone. My name is Jonathan with Advent House Plans. We're going to put together a short video series demonstrating the ease and speed of our full mansion kit on how to assemble. We've recently gone through a major overhaul on the design and the assembly methods, and we want to show you how this kit goes together, both for instructional purposes but also to demonstrate just how easy it really is to build your own Christmas Advent house with the kit available on our website. So this first video is going to talk a little bit about what the series is, what's to come. We're also going to talk about what's inside of here, and we're going to talk about some of the parts, materials, tools that you're going to need for the assembly, as well as some that you're probably going to want to make life easier and decoration later. So let's go ahead and open up the box and see what's inside. Okay, when you order a full mansion kit from our website, you'll get a box kind of like this. It's pretty big, pretty heavy, got a lot of stuff in it. On the top, you will find some paperwork. The first paper will be your invoice. There'll be some letters from us with some additional instructions, and then some vellum that you'll use later for creating windows and tower and atrium, things like that. You'll also find quite a bit of packing material, which I don't have in this example box, but be careful, there's an awful lot of that. Underneath some of that packing material, you're going to find a small box like this. We'll get to this one in just a minute. Underneath probably more packing material, you're going to find the structure blocks. Now these structure blocks are pre-cut parts that you're going to need to put together the main structure of the Advent house. Each one is labeled with a number that is associated with both the order they go together and what they connect to. There is additional information on our blog regarding how each number goes together, but we'll go through this process of the assembly. There are 12 blocks in total in the box down here in the bottom, so we'll go ahead and pull those out, and then we'll open up the small box. Okay, we've got the small box now. We're ready to open it up. Inside the small box, you're going to find probably more packing material, but more importantly, a lot of little parts, delicate parts. Please be careful. Inside the flap, you'll find a list of all the items that are supposed to be in the box. As you're taking this all out, please be very careful to note that everything is included. Inside the box, you'll find things like this. This is the atrium faces, the fencing pickets, the fencing beams, and the corbel trim. You'll find other items such as the keystones, the hinges, tower, the windowsills, tower information, the dormers. I'm going to go ahead and get this all out of here and lay it out here so we know what we're looking at. Okay, so these are all the parts from the small box. On the left you'll see the fencing pickets, some fencing beams, corbel trim, and the atrium faces. Down here you'll get some tower parts, the frames and faces, the cupola, the trim, the spire. Up here the keystones. You got door and window handles, the actual door. Back here you've got some dormer extensions and the dormer walls. You got a bunch of window parts here, frames and shutters, the window sills. You've got magnets for the fencing, as well as the hinges pieces. All of this you will find inside the small box. Please be careful, there are a lot of small pieces here. Make sure you get everything out before you throw out the packing. Okay, let's talk for just a minute about some of the tools and the materials that you're going to need to be able to assemble this full mansion kit. You're going to start with an X-Acto knife. You're probably going to want a couple of blades, quite a bit of trimming that you're going to need to do to get all the parts ready. With that, you're going to want some sandpaper, light grit, ease some corners, clean up some intersections, things like that. You're going to need some glue. I use two different types. I use a ultra thin CA glue and I use a gap filling CA glue. You can also put the structure together with wood glue, but we're going to demonstrate with the CA glue. You're going to need some spray adhesive. We have found this Elmer's multi-purpose spray adhesive to have a super fine mist, which is very efficient at attaching the vellum to the windows and the atrium and the tower. So you'll need some of that. You're going to need some double-sided tape for painting. And in this video series, we're going to show the painting for each individual portion of the house in that appropriate video. However, you may find it more useful to paint everything all at once and have it ready for assembly later. That'd be up to you. Okay, you're going to need some texture. We use a gray stone texture. This is a really good choice that you can pick up at your local hardware store. This is really good because it kind of represents concrete, which the concrete bases of the house will need. But then you can also use this same texture on the roof to give it an asphalt shingle look, which you then paint with black paint. Now you're going to want to probably go with a flat black for sure, and very important about paint, find something that works with wood and is very fast drying. You don't want to leave your parts and pieces tacky for days on end. You want it to dry quickly so you can get right into assembly. So we use a green, a dark forest green, and we use a black as well as the stone texture. Now after assembly, you may want some wood filler to help fill in some of the gaps, cracks, holes, things like that. Alright, let's see. You're going to need some form of interior lighting, which is not included in the kit. This is a single bulb low watt system that you can pick up at a local craft store. Other people may find it useful to go with, say, a 25 light string of LEDs, but however you choose to light the interior is up to you. You're also going to need an exterior finish. We offer two types of finishes. We have a real clay brick and a plastic formed brick. Both of these options are available on our website, and while you're checking out with the Full Mansion Kit, you can choose one or the other. Both of those options come with the required brick corners that you'll need. And speaking of the brick, you're going to need some grout. It needs to be sandless. You probably don't need this much, but you'll need to spend some time pushing that down into the tiny little cracks in between the bricks. Okay, a couple other optional items you may find handy. A Dremel tool for some sanding, as well as a barrel sander attachment for that can be very handy in cleaning up edges and smoothing things out and making sure things fit. You may choose to go with some plastic gloves. The CA glue that you're working with, as well as the paint, can get on you. Be careful with the CA, it can glue your fingers together, and if you're wearing plastic gloves, you would be able to avoid that. You may also want to plan on wearing eye protection. Both the CA glue and the paint and spray adhesive and stuff can be dangerous for the eyes, so you may consider that. You may want to have a pair of pliers on hand. If you accidentally glue something in the wrong place, you're going to want to get it apart quickly, and you may find pliers required to get those two to separate. Lastly, you're going to need some form of exterior decoration. Not included, we don't include icicles, we don't include snow, but you may want to pick those types of things up. Maybe some trees for the exterior, or maybe a mirror to work as a pond. Things like that, all exterior decorations, you'll need to provide that, and that way you can decorate it to fit your own display interests. Alright, let's finish up this video by talking just a minute about what's to come in the video series ahead. Some of the things that we're going to be covering is we will take all those big structure blocks apart. We'll show you how to get those out. We will assemble that structure, showing you the methods on how to glue it together and showing you the tab system. We'll also go ahead and do quite a bit of painting in each video series, showing how that's done. And then we will assemble the windows. The door we'll take care of. We'll also do the atrium and the tower. And we'll show you how to put the pictures on the back of the windows, the dormers, things like that. And finally, we'll go ahead and get it all put together into a finished product so that you can see how that looks. So finally, the objective of this video series is to demonstrate the ease and speed of assembling our Full Mansion kit available on our website. You don't have to spend $2,000 on a pre-finished house. If you're a little bit of a do-yourselfer and you've got some skills with a knife and some paint and some putting to get small things together, you can save a lot of money by buying our kit and building your own. On top of that, then you'll be able to say, yeah, I built that Advent house on display every year. We're also going to try and keep track of our time to give you an idea of about how long it'll take to do a full assembly of our mansion kit. Lastly, our job is to help you out, provide instructions, show you how this is done so that you can get your own Christmas Advent house mansion style kit built and on display as soon as possible. So that'll do it for this first video. Watch for the videos to come. Subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified when those come up, as well as you'll be notified when updates to both the model and the assembly methods and perhaps other videos that come up, as well as potential other products that Advent House Plans may offer in the future. So go ahead and subscribe there, and feel free to leave comments if you have any questions or would like to see more information. Let us know. We'll keep an eye on those and provide videos as needed. So until our next video, get onto our website, get your mansion style kit ordered, and get it on in front of you. You'll be able to follow right through these videos. Thanks.